In this lesson, we'll take a look at how to send funds with Bitseeds or any other cryptocurrency wallet. So this is really, if you've watched the lesson on receiving, this is really just the mirror of that. You are going to receive, if you want to send money to somebody, they will give you an address just like the one that I generated in the receive lesson, and they would give it to you by email or what have you, and then you would essentially paste that into the address here on this pay to line. So I'm just going to, for the demonstration purposes, I'm just going to use the same address that my own receive address, which obviously normally you wouldn't want to send it to yourself like that, but I'm just doing it for the demonstration. So I'm going to hit Control V on this PC, which of course on a Mac I would hit Command V, and it pastes in the address. And because this actually is an address that I created on this computer, it already has a label, so it filled that out for me. In the case of somebody sending you an address, that's not going to be on there. So you would type in, let's say you were sending it to me, you would type in Worth Godwin as the label or something like that. And you would say, let's say you wanted to send me 10 Bitseeds, you would just type in 10. And then down in the corner, you have a send button. And it's going to ask you if you're sure. You would say yes. And then typically, let's see, what I think is not, this is not going to let me do this because my money is, funds on this computer are not confirmed yet. Yeah, see, this amount exceeds your balance. So basically you just need to make sure that you have enough available funds. And right down here, you can see your available balance, or you can go back to your dashboard and you would see it here. And keep in mind, since again, this is a new wallet, I just received these funds. While yes, there is a total of 500, they're still unconfirmed. And so it's sort of like it's pending to clear into my account. So I can't send this funds right now, but that's how you would do it. You would just paste in the label, or the address rather, that they sent you, and then you would put in a label of some kind. And again, you just use the same kind of labeling suggestions I talked about in the receive lesson, and use something that is for your reference. It's not shared with anybody else, so don't worry about that, them being able to understand it or whatever. It's for your reference, so if it's clear to you, that's good enough. But try to be detailed enough so you can keep track of who it is you've sent money to. And then you would type in the amount and hit send. And then the only other thing you need to know is that when you're sending, there is a transaction fee. And that is just a very, very tiny little fee. And it's 0.002 Bitseeds right now, I believe. And so you would need to have, let's say you were sending, okay, so I have like 500 here in this account. And let's just say that this is available to send right now. And I wouldn't be able to send all 500, even if it was all an available balance. If I tried typing in 500, I would get the same message where it says the amount exceeds your balance. And so what I would have to do is I'd have to subtract an amount that's equivalent to the transaction fee. You can kind of think of the transaction fee as sort of like being the stamp for the envelope. And you can't send a letter through the traditional mail system without paying for the stamp. It's kind of the same idea, but unlike a stamp, it's not 50 cents or whatever a stamp is these days. It's fractions of a penny, basically. But it's essentially as straightforward as that. You paste in the address, someone will send you an address, or you might get it from a website and copy it and paste it in here. And then you give it a label of some kind, whoever it is you're sending it to, maybe a date, something that's for your reference, that'll help you keep track of it for your bookkeeping. And then you type in the amount that you want to send, and then you would hit send.